Oh, hi everybody. Welcome to City States of Klovisa. How are we doing tonight?
Uh,
Doing
it's
good,
gonna be
John.
dark soon. You're gonna
Happily
see Sever
frustrated.
in so much darkness.
Oh, yeah. Oh, it's true. You always do go, like, pitch black on us, like, halfway through the stream.
Do you not have light in your room?
He's a vampire. He doesn't
Oh,
need
yeah.
light. It
True,
saves on the
true.
energy bill.
He's just role playing.
Yeah. How dare you deride him for role-playing.
Sorry.
Political team, session notes. Guys, seriously, how are we? Tamer, how are you?
Good. Yes.
Okay.
Love it.
Hell yeah.
Brood, how are you doing? I know we interrupted something for you, but it seems like they're willing to wait. Thank
no
you.
You pick him the moment he starts shoving food in his mouth too.
Yep.
So we're off to a strong start.
Corin, how are you doing?
Doing great. I started another D&D campaign on my Thursday nights where I had my old one. We immediately TPK'd to giant rats.
Nice.
Perfect.
Good.
That's always a good
Technically, my character lived, but, we just called it a wash.
Damn, for the guy you replace, I tried killing him with giant rats, and he just kept bringing it up for 45 sessions. Shit.
This is true.
Brood, do you want us to go back to you, or are you still
He's still to it.
Six takes a long time, so I am down to play this game for a long time.
Okay. Well, thank you, Sever, or Brood, for being here. Hey, Shadow, I saw you were streaming. Hey. Sorry for interrupting that.
You don't have to apologize, John, because we aren't playing D&D on time. I have a lot of people that actually came to my stream and watched me play some Dragon Warrior Randomizer, bumping up my average viewers and new viewers so I could maybe get affiliate sometime before 2027. But now I'm ready for some D&D.
You should play Elden Ring with Alden, who has been on the grind, I hear.
I do love my Elden Ring.
Nice.
I finally killed a bear.
Good job. We'll have to invade each other sometime. I
No way.
have a special boss I want you to meet, who I spent 7 hours on Thursday night trying to kill.
Who?
Yeah, it was a rough one. Speaking of, guys, I spent 7 hours up all night on Thursday night, so I stayed up all Friday, and then all Friday night as well, only to go to sleep at 5 in the morning, and then sleep until now, basically. So my bad, in general. Just, I'm sorry for being 2 hours late. But with that being said, and all of us are our apologies complete, who wants to give the recap for what happened last
I'm
week?
ready. I'm the new guy. I have to do it, right?
You
That's the
have
rule?
to. That's the rule.
I think he wants to do it though, so we should give it to someone else who doesn't want to.
I
Yeah,
saw Shadow
Tamer,
pull
why
his
don't
nuts
we hear from
Put it away.
out.
Sorry, Corin, you can do it. I'm sorry.
Let's hear it.
All right. So last time they had just finished sneaking into a creepy castle, giant castle with some sort of ritual circle in the middle of it, and they had just managed to pull off Citrone, I believe, the name of the bodyguard of the Tyrant of Tulst. They found out that the altar was incredibly powerful conjuration magic, and it had this inverse blazing star on it. Probably summoned something. We later found out more about that, and it pooled some kind of liquid through the grooves. Citrone did not wake up. Sivir sacrificed his sword to destroy the altar, completing the quest. Tristan and Saf argued a little bit about going back to Tolst. Saf demanded that his daughter would. They teleported out, ended up south of Alakazam, got picked up by an airship as Tristan teleported away. Citrone woke up as they got within 50 miles of Tolst, got locked up, and then set loose. The tyrant flew up and caught her on his way back to the Pillar of Authority. And then we learned that Just Messa's sister was kidnapped. We got a new member of our party. Learned that the inverted star was the bleeding star, a splinter cult. Let's see. We saw a vision based on a shard of the altar of the last time it was used, which showed us a guy with a giant cleaver fighting against paladins of this inverted bleeding star, along with other paladins. There's an ancient schism in the early times where a scion was betrayed and they tried to summon her god into the world. Anshua then went to the south, where we had made good with a elemental, sacrificed his care for others in order to be able to make a bond with it and take a shard of it with him. And we are about to set out to get half of a magical item of legendary importance.
Damn, we
Very
did
good
do a
job.
lot last session, didn't
Yes.
we?
We accomplished something for once.
Holy shit. Normally most recaps can be done in like 15 to 50 words. But I think we actually needed quite a bit since last week's. Guys.
Is her name Citron because she wears a lot of orange?
No, her name is Citron because it's a gem.
Oh, it's an orange gem.
Staff Jewel. Citron Jewel.
God damn it. God damn.
She has a sister too, but it's all gem puns.
Gotcha.
I thought it was clever. I'll go fuck myself. Don't worry
I
about it.
was,
Much
it was
Steven
clever.
universe.
It was clever.
It was good.
You guys had a week of downtime, but things have changed on the 25th. We have items that have come in from a auction that occurred in the Isle of Flavor. I suppose we should talk about them. Also, there's new information in general that one vampire in your group wanted to know desperately about. Apparently, the delegate returned, like 2 days later on the 27th with these items, but the news that came with him happened immediately on the 25th, so I don't want a sequence break. You guys were starting another long rest so that Temer could finish his magical item that he was going to give himself here. Okay, so on the 24th, you guys went to see the altar. On the 25th, you would have gone back to Tulsa to go get all the components you needed. That's when the auction happens. It would have happened probably during the night. So, we're gonna say on the 26th you went to the shrine. What the fuck? Okay, so while you're at the shrine, heading back to Tulsa. Need to take notes. I'm sorry, guys.
You're good.
You get news. And this news is about Honor Meza and her faithful / random manservant that she's always had with her. Nobody knew his name until now, because nobody cared to ask. But this manservant's name was Maelstrom Diplomat Dariel Darling Masters. He and the princess got fucking yoinked from the Overlord's, not castle, like fortress, in the Forge of Alvin. And then were sold on this auction. They have recently been purchased, and nobody knows where they are anymore. However, Just Meza is now on a worldwide manhunt and is now trying to hijack the military, much like the Tyrant did. Ordered, I suppose. Problem is, they don't know where they are currently. They could have immediately been transported out of the Isles of Flavor, or they are still in there. So, Meza wants to send people back into the Isles to investigate. And, Tyrant is currently like, we need more information. We can't, we've already played our hand too much in the Isles of Flavor with the raid team. Fezre's on the lookout for people. We can't just send teams of infiltrators. And Shade can only do so much. Which pisses Just Mezza off quite a bit. Other than that, we have magical items as well to give away, as it were. Any thoughts or feelings about the situation, I suppose? The stolen situation. The stolen sister situation. Jesus. That was a mouthful.
Sounds like a
Everyone
raid
wants to
team
help.
job.
Everyone wants to help and brings up some way to help, but also we had a hell of a time following Seth's Jewel, and he just walks in a single direction. So,
Not
like,
hiding his presence at all.
yeah, and it would be a lot harder going like a week later to the Isle of Flavor and finding from there. So, realistically, nothing we can do, but Sever does want to help once more information.
Yeah. Okay.
Anchoa is ambivalent.
He's becoming Shadow the Hedgehog very quickly.
Nice. He's already bought his, like, 2 custom Beretta M9s. So he can go rollerblade around fighting robots.
I think we would let Meza know that if she has information on her sister, to send a message to Anchoa, and he'll get it to us. And if we're anywhere near, we'll go help her out.
Yeah.
But we have a quest to undertake until we gain information.
Indeed. Wait for actionable intel. Got it. Oof.
That thing we
Okay.
never do.
Alrighty, let us go
Oh.
look at auction items. So, if you guys go into your Discord and go into the auction log, which the players should all have access to, you will see 8 items here. The political team, you, have donated the most money, so they are willing to give you more than anybody else. That being said, they don't want everyone to hog items, so they're probably going to limit it here till, 4 or 5 of them. Obviously, your vampire just lost a sword, so it makes sense to give him a vampire rapier. It just makes sense. So I don't
Can I
know
have the
why
cowboy boots?
we want to...
They put
You
you
have
on-
4 feet.
You only need 2 to make them work.
Sever, do you wish for the +2 rapier?
Wish for it because I want to know what the secret mechanic is.
There's only one way to find out.
I'm sorry.
If you hit too many people, it turns you into a vampire.
Oh, that would make sense.
I wish. Is that what you want to do, Sever?
Yeah, I want it.
Okay,
Oh,
add
as
drag +2 rapier, and then I need to make a tab on your sheet. Because I need
Sure.
you to track damage when you do damage with it.
Okay. Maybe I spelled rapier wrong. Hold on.
R-A-P-I-E-R.
Ah, there it is. Cool. It's there.
Okay. If you notice, underneath teleport armor and gems of Tome of Life, I put vampire damage. Just
Cool. I'll
keep
start
increasing
tracking
that.
Gotcha.
Yes. This goes with Hunter's Mark, any additional things you do with your ranger bullshit, like your glimmering 1d4 or whatever it is, your psychic damage.
Yeah.
Okay. The winged boots. I know people want them. I know people gotta have them, and no, they can't go to the horse. They are boots, not horseshoes. Who wants winged boots? Do any of you want to walk on air?
I mean,
Any
I
of
don't
the
know
heavy
necessarily the
boys?
situation of the rest of the groups, but it would be useful for me.
I know Thatch does not think he needs any of these particular items, but I would vote in that the hammer stays in Toast. That is too valuable an item for any team to take away.
It might
It's
as well just go
going
to
to.
Arvo.
Yep, I'd agree.
Sounds good.
But Arvo shouldn't be crafting anything.
Arvo's
Don't want
arms
Arvo.
don't work like they used to. He is going to look for a person who knows how to make a sword or any sort of weapon. The problem... So, something you guys might not consider, this item isn't like a World of Warcraft blacksmithing item, where you just churn out complicated pieces of armor in like 5 to 10 seconds. You use this over the course of days to hours. It's obviously easier to make like a sword per 2 days than a suit of armor per 6 months. But, you know, it is what it is.
I think it does make sense to have it churning out weapons, because, like John said, they're a lot easier to make.
Yeah. But yeah, having a sword that can, or a hammer that can reliably make weapons at the cost of a single anvil. You know, the tyrant's about to invest into a lot of anvils, guys. What can I say? He's becoming a comical villain where he's going to drop anvils on people's heads. So we will keep track of that.
Someone should make a spell of that.
True. Summon anvil.
I think Yu-Gi-Oh's got that. Go with like a piano.
Sure. Anyone else?
Depending on our mission, I would suggest that Antroa maybe grab the ley line detection rod.
Mm-hmm.
It should be a very valuable item to take out if we're going on a longer mission further away. But I would also state that that's a wonderful thing that teams should take from Toast to use and then return to Toast instead of leaving on their sheets. Because that is a good long mission helper item.
Yeah, it's
True.
best for spellcasters.
Yes.
And just going crazy with spells in general. We magical people have to be conservative with our magic at times, and this would allow us to non-stop cast level spells during combat or just during the day, knowing you can reliably get them all back.
Since I'm a horse, what would happen if I ate one of the treats from the treat bag?
That's a good question.
Well, I never treat
We should
myself
find
as a
out
threat
right
again.
now. We should find out right now.
You're not
Here.
going to be the one feeding it to me.
Ah, damn it. I'm sorry, you don't care. Here you go.
I'm not eating
Right,
things from
it's
a
fine.
bag.
That's
Wait,
Milk
could I
bones?
Give it to him. Give it to him.
You know, the wording of this makes me think, could I consider the sever food?
What?
What?
It says, we'll treat you not as a threat nor food.
Yeah. So you could feed it to like a T-Rex or something, and it won't eat you. Not
Be
that
good
a T-Rex
for,
exists.
anyone going to Spirit Beast country, maybe? What is this?
Mm,
Any neutral beast? Oh, well, alright.
Yeah. Any beast that... No, okay, I'm not going to do that joke. That joke's... I was about to make a Ukraine joke. Alright.
No.
I might be
Probably
going there
best be done.
soon.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, stay safe, buddy.
So,
You sure Thatch doesn't need to fly?
Thatch has flown plenty before, and he's okay if he doesn't have to do it that much more often.
He's impartial to flying.
Terrentai, why don't you go ahead and add the winged boots to your sheet?
Alright.
Medic's mystical pouch, your doctor no longer cares. Let's be real. I don't know if
He's
you guys
given
want
up
to
his
take
oath.
that. You also have a paladin with you, who can always use Lay of Hands with 1 point of healing and bring you back up, so, you know. Do you really need to stabilize somebody anymore?
Do these cowboy boots weigh anything on top of normal clothing weight?
No, you just switch your boots out.
Oh my god, those boots were made for flying. And that's just what they'll do.
Okay.
What if I took the cloak of the manta ray?
You already have a magical cloak, they tell you.
Well, I don't know if it's a
I
good
know.
idea because we're never gonna go near the ocean. So
This is true.
maybe we leave it for someone else.
That's what you think. We almost ended up in the ocean last week.
It's another one of
we
those situational items, you know? Like, if you know you're going near the ocean.
Something the horse may consider is the belt buckle of the Ogre King. This bad boy makes you hungry, but it also gives you +1 to strength and constitution, ignoring any limitations. So if you were at 20, it would bump you to 21. And also, you can shove people instead of hoofing them. And John never said how far away this thing would shove. But comically, people want to play with this. I promise you. And you are the guy who has the most natural movement speed in all the parties, and you also already have a charge mechanic built into your character sheet. Why not add
Oh shit, I do.
a little bit of fun to Horseboy's, kit?
I mean, I'll
No.
take it if no
I
one
think
else would need it or want it.
I'm just imagining him putting the belt around the part between the human and the...
No, it goes on the flanks. It's gonna be what holds my new
that's less
saddlebags
fun.
on.
Okay.
Well, in
You can
that
add it
case,
to your
we-
sheet if you want.
How do I add this?
Affect your.
Good
Does
question.
it bump up your stat?
It does. Bump up his stats.
But like in a meaningful way.
I think it'll turn
Oh,
his
I mean, I'll have
19
21 strength and 16 con.
Oh, the 16 con matters. There you go. You're
Yes.
good.
Yeah,
Well,
that's...
we just said we weren't
7
going to
hit
take
points.
everything and then
Yeah.
lay claim to at least 3 of the items. So we're going to leave the ley line detection rod here.
Yeah, I think that might be for the best. I mean, where are we going?
We don't even know yet. So let's go ahead and leave that here.
Indeed. You will find out where you're going once Antoine completes his mini quest, which is literally just spending money and getting resources. So I guess we should
Hey, I
talk
think-
about that.
While we're dealing with items, I need a weapon.
Yep. We need
Adam-
to outfit Terry.
Okay.
So
Go ahead and add a +1 longsword and shield to your sheet, if that's what you want.
Oh, I think he wants something else.
Well, somebody told me about a +3 sword of smiting evil or some shit.
Oh yeah, totally. It's not in the
Is that
armory.
around?
No.
Oh, we have to go ask Ozark.
I'm gonna ask Ozark. Yeah.
Yeah, you go try to find an Ozark and be like, hey, where's the sword? And then they're all, like, playing dumb, clearly. They're like, what sword are you talking about? We haven't been informed of any +3 ultra smiting anti-vampire swords. And you're like, ha ha!
Why did my team lie to me? That's what I'm thinking. Like,
Yeah.
they just, like, pranked me? Like, come on, guys. So I guess I'd go find... Who is the person that told me about this originally? I'm trying to remember.
I think Thatch, probably. You and Thatch
I mean,
seem
he
to get
said
along.
something about it being in the armory.
Yeah, it should be in the armory under my name. That's how it was left there.
So I guess I'd go find Thatch and be like, why'd you prank me? There's no +3 sword of smiting evil. That's...
It was there the last time I left it. I'll go back with him and check on it. And then what does Arvo and his assistants have to say on it?
Arvo never got it.
That doesn't seem a problem that a legendary sword of Alexander von Gleevthik disappeared from the armory?
Didn't you give it to... Look, all I'm saying is that if you give a magical weapon to Ozark, saying that he'll put it in the armory with your
Yeah.
name on it, and then he doesn't bring it to us, what does that tell you? he says, looking at
There's
you.
your answer, Terry. I don't think we're getting that one. There are 38 plus 1 longswords with your name on it.
That's true, there are.
I even returned the last one that I had because I didn't break that one.
I do have
Alright,
39
well, take the
on
plus
my
one
armory.
longsword.
Okay, cool. There is also...
I give Terry my note from Yugo.
Ah,
What is this?
Fuck.
Let me do it. He had me do a note that says, "Hello there. If you or someone you know has been wronged by Ozark, the what is it? Mage of the Swamp, Lich of the Swamp, please contact me, Yugu, at," and then it's directions to their apartment, somewhere in Tulsa. And if you want to sue Ozark for damages or harm.
Well, I guess I would go ahead and hand this to Thatch, because it wasn't my sword to begin with.
True. Hey, why didn't my armory save from last time I updated it? Mr. Vampire, remember that
Yes.
short bow that you gave to
Oh
Ron?
yeah, yeah. I think he named it something really sweet. So there's no way we're gonna name it that.
Yeah, it is in the armory, though.
Oh. How much does a foot? I can find that out. I guess I don't mind being encumbered.
Yeah,
Hold on.
it's not like you're carrying food or anything.
Wow, it weighs 2. I can do that.
Yeah, it's a
I'll
plus
take
2
the
short
short
bow.
Okay.
It has a bonus action where you can cast Hunter's Mark on something.
Okay.
I think it has 3 charges and it recharges monthly.
I'll take it, and I'll
Yes.
drop something from my kit.
It is
I
called
asked
the
that
Gift of Urethel, if you care to
Oh,
name it.
okay. The gift of USL.
There you go. I typed in a chat. For
What
you.
in the Sam hell?
So if Ozark doesn't want us to have the vampire killing sword, does that mean he's a vampire?
How long have we been around?
A month? 2, maybe?
John, something wacky happened to my strength score.
What?
It says 55131 star. In blue numbers.
What did you do?
I just put it to 21.
Are you in... You're not on your character sheet, are you?
Yeah?
Are you in D&D Beyond?
Did you add like a plus 21 modifier to your character?
I did it to
strength
both
or
of them.
something?
No.
Wait, where did your sheet go?
Oh
There you go.
god, what?
Redacted. What the fuck? You have... Hang on. Look at that!
That's a lot of
Nice.
strength.
That's a natural 1. He still misses.
Holy shit.
On
Alden,
par.
you did break roll 20.
I didn't do anything. This is why I use D&D Beyond. In conjunction with this.
Oh my god. No, you did something. What did you... Like, physically, what did you do? You didn't just click strength and then add 20.
No, I clicked strength, I backspaced the 0 and put a 1. And then clicked off of it. That is what I did.
Maybe close it, reopen it, and try to do that again.
Well, no, John's doing it.
I'm fucking with it now, because
Yeah, I
it's
see numbers
fucked.
change.
I have seen weird stuff like this happen once before, but I don't remember how to fix it.
My character sheet has been fucked for a long while, ever since I got reset to level 1.
This is a brand new sheet. What? I don't know what you did, man.
That's normal now.
Is it... This is
No,
linked
no, that's
to your
not-
D&D Beyond,
That's
right?
Timmer rolling
What's up?
another strength roll like a god as the weak wizard.
What'd you say, John?
Hang on.
Because I can roll it from there and it's fine. -10?
How did you get -10?
Oh, just
'Cause
go
I-
to the gears and change the modifiers. Simple as
Yeah,
that on your sheet.
that's what I'm trying to do. I think I just
I think
fucked
you're
up
right.
massively.
I asked Thatch if he wants to bedroll back or if I should keep holding it.
Thatch would be incredibly encumbered by holding it, and will ask you to either continue holding it or see if Redacted can carry it for us.
I hold out the bedroll to Redacted.
Hmm?
Can you hold this for us? This is Thatch's.
Yeah, sure.
Thanks,
Okay.
buddy.
It costs it's 7 pounds, so there we go.
He burps and says, sure, yeah.
Alright, cool. And that frees me up for the longbow. Cool.
Your strength is somehow set to 4 zeros, and when I backspace them, they don't do anything.
I'm scared, John.
I'm scared too.
Is it working from D&D Beyond? Can you
Yeah,
roll from
all
there
my stuff-
tonight? and
Yeah, I
fix it
already
later?
did that.
Yeah, okay. We're gonna work. I'm just gonna reset your.
I mean,
Fuck it.
I'd never do anything for my character sheet in Roll20. The only reason I keep that updated is because John likes that.
Wait, Temer, what are you fucking with?
He
It's
also
the
got
same.
that one.
It's the same thing, man. All you have to do is do the modifiers onto the gear. Press gears, then do the modifier, man. You can change it, add, plus, minus, as much or little as you want.
Wait.
Your sheet.
Yeah,
gear,
but he
top
didn't
right.
do that. It's a thing.
Yeah, but for now, like, you know.
Okay. We'll mess with it later. Okay, so we found out that Ozark has your vampire stored. What else do we need for you, Terrentai?
I think with the things I got from you earlier this week, think I should be set.
Okay, then we're not going to worry about it.
The team has like 2 things left over from last week to do during this week of time.
Yes, one is to finish up Anchois' quest, and what was the other one?
Well, we need to get a coffin for Sever. And we need to do any other restocking for the rest of us, which includes whatever potions might be available from Meager's mom.
Indeed. Meager's mom. Meager's mom.
Well, he looks that up. Sever, do you have any +2 arrows left over?
Not anymore. But we can if you have gold, like
We have some
I
gold.
hold
to purchase.
up the gem. This is only 4 + 2 arrows. Hold the 1,000 gems. Well, actually, it's 125, isn't it? Hold on.
We'll
This
ask.
is 6.
Well,
This is six arrows.
our party still has some leftover funds even after the auction. So let's see what potions are available. Buy you some arrows, and we'll pay for it from the party sheet.
There are
hold on
currently
to that.
24 common healing potions that can be bought for 50 gold piece for resources and stuff like that. And there are now 2 potions of greater healing. Each one costs 300 for components. So you can buy one of those and I guess 7 or 8 of the common healing potions if you really want them.
Right. Who needs healing potions? I feel like we should all have at least 1 or 2. Thatch has a regular, and he has the superior that we
I can
found.
use some. I have none.
Right.
Would Meager's mom know how to make a superior if we gave her that? Or over time, at least, if you studied it?
I think there was a quest to find somebody that could do that, and Meager's mom
I
wasn't
see.
enough.
Gotcha.
Looks like we have to track down another Fae.
Or someone else has to track down another Fae.
Yeah, we don't.
Who even is the greater chemical? Honestly, guys. Like,
I do not have any potions, but I naturally have healing in my kit, so it's not. I'm low priority for that.
He's just a
We have the
chemist.
money.
Yeah. I'll
just-
take 1 if you will remove it from the party sheet.
I'll take
Because
two.
I have none.
can you tell me how much you're buying first so I can subtract it from the armory?
Right. That's what we got to figure out. All right.
I'll take 2.
All right. So we have 4 in our party sheet. So we are buying 1 potion of regular healing. Is anybody buying a greater healing potion?
By the way, I have no healing potion, so you might as well put 1 on for me.
All right.
1 for each.
So-
So 2
All right,
total.
so we're buying 2 potions of regular healing,
Okay.
deleting the extra ones from our sheet, Antoine needs to add 1. Sever add 1. Terry add 2. Redacted add 2.
Subtract 100
That's
gold
gonna
for me.
I will.
Thank you.
And then what is the cost of +2 arrows?
125 per +2 arrow.
How many do you want, Sever?
5. Sorry. How much we got?
We have over 5,000. We have like 5,000 gold worth of gems and coin.
So it'll be 600 gold for 5.
Am I supposed to have access to the party sheet?
Probably.
Isn't it 675 for 5 arrows? 125, so 250 for 2.
Oh,
500 for
625. 625.
Yeah, 625.
I'll
Right,
add
I will
right now.
subtract.
Sorry. Thank you.
There you go.
Well, thank you very much. I'm feeling very ready to fight.
I love auditing as our stream. Can we do Antoine stuff now, please?
Whoever is messing with the party sheet, please stop. Because I was in the middle of editing and I don't know if my math is correct. Alright, there we go. Alright, now it's good. Alright, so we are done purchasing items. Were we able to find our coffin?
Yeah. You just go to a fucking coffin store and go talk to a carpenter. Like, honestly, how big of a coffin do you really need here? At this point, you know.
Can I get it made to like my specifications? And then also, is there a way to get wheels put on this? Like just like you're trying to make a wagon, but it's a coffin instead. Does that make sense? Like if someone could just pull it behind them, like a little RC truck.
It's gonna weigh as much as a cart, but you can do it.
Sure.
It's like a hand-pulled cart.
If you're direct. Yeah, like a hand-pulled cart.
Yeah. Sounds good. Thatch requests that you add a cup holder to it, please.
Yeah, there you go. Cup holder sounds good too.
The guy creating this is like, yeah, sure, totally, no big deal.
300 extra gold.
He will screw in. You can all buy this with Tollsp. This will get like marked off. Just
I've got
regular Tollsp. Like the tyrant will pay for this if you want.
No, I want to get rid of my fucking money. I have 178 Tollsp. How much?
How much do you want to pay? The more you put in, the nicer it's gonna be.
I want to pay 170 Tollsp.
That's a lot. They're like, wow. Okay, yeah, it will be the nicest. Well, if it's too nice, then you won't be able to get it in a week. It's a problem.
So like maybe so it could be soft on the inside, maybe, so that like the whole time I'm in there, I'm not suffering, and maybe even what is it? So maybe some padding in case the ship that it's in falls and it has to explode.
You want an airbag too?
Put a lock on it.
And a lock.
A lock on the outside or inside?
On the inside. On the inside.
Okay, you can add a custom cart to your character sheet or the party sheet, whatever you want to add.
Custom cart.
Yes, this will be your coffin.
I've got 8 $12 left.
Cool. Can we do Antoine stuff now, please?
Yep, we're done.
He's been patiently waiting. Antoine, you collect all of the necessary components. Let me go and pull up the spell. And then we need to go back to that shrine. Because you have made a pact with an elemental entity. So, you must spend 400 gold for a pebble, ash, or water inside a gold inlaid vial worth at least 400 gold pieces. Oh no, this requires everything. So you need to basically get a tube filled with a special kind of air, a special pebble, ash, and water inside a gold inlaid vial. This will cost you 400 gold pieces, subtracted from the party sheet, and then subtract 25 gold for chemicals, because this is what the elemental demands as part of not tribute, but just like making a pact, you know?
I just subtracted 400 gold from the party sheet. 425.
Thank you. And Temer, or rather Anchois, you, with these materials, go back. Is there anybody you want to take with you, or is this a special moment solely to you?
I think before he would take it, he'd ask people to come with him. Now, if they want to come with him, they can, but he would not be requesting it. He would just be doing what
Nice.
he needs to do. Kind of like Soul one track mind type thing. A lot of things drop off of the radar when you're accomplishing one of the tenets of your goals.
True. The team has to be involved with the increasing of supplies, or getting all of this stuff in the first place. It takes a week. Everyone was working towards getting it. This is not a secret to anybody. But Anchois more or less comes to collect the components while you guys are fucking around your armories, buying coffins, hunting down the Ozark that has +3 longsword, tracking it where to go. You're dealing with Meza stuff as well. Does anyone go with Anchois?
I think Thatch is procuring supplies.
I'd go with him if he wanted someone to be there.
I think Teratai would request to go. He wants to see what this all is going to entail. But if you want to go alone, he'll let you do that for sure.
It's not that I want to go alone, and it's not that he's going to request people. Joe is kind of distant in his own mental way. Showing up or not showing up would not ruin his day. Like, it would not like, oh, these people showed, nothing like that. It's not like, oh no, people are here. It's not like, oh great, you know, they're not here, or anything like that. It is your own personal interests. He's just going. He'll be on the airship. He'll be doing that. If you're there because you're interested, not because he's, doesn't want you there or wants you there or anything like that. This is kind of like a France.
Yeah, like I said, Teratai would request to go with you.
And Teratai follows after.
Redacted's been with Anchois. I've been with Anchois for like the entirety of this whole whatever the fuck we're doing here. So yeah, I'm going with him.
Okay. Sever, this is going to take part of the day. You and your thrall can go and keep doing inventory stuff in Tulst. Anchois, Teratai, and Redacted jump onto the Xenos Betrayal and will fly all the way down to... I got some chuckles from some people. All the way down to the unnamed colony / military base that is in the south of Alcazan. You will fly to the shrine. It will be a very brisk morning that will turn into a late afternoon and finally an evening when you... So it will take place at night. Get fucked, I guess, Sever. When you fall and go down to the shrine. John pulls up some notes as you guys make it there. It's kind of windy as you enter the big old gazebo. There's a statue that has been made in this creature / entity's honor. And now with your big boxes of chemicals that this creature asked of you, Anchois, putting them on the shrine, you can already feel the earth begin to tremble just a little bit. A very small earthquake the winds gusting, the humidity increasing. What do you do, Antoine, as you near the gazebo?
He casts tongues.
As you do, you can immediately begin to hear the rumbling of primordial speech. This creature talks through natural environments. It was a strange sensation, but it was more or less talking at you the entire time, the moment you got off the airship. That rumbling, that wind, the humidity increasing, all a part of this creature's speech. It is greeting you. Hello! It takes nearly a minute to get that entire word out, and you will always be able to speak faster than it will be able to respond. And eventually, it will ask, "So you've brought everything?"
Didn't quite understand the reasons for needing these things. They were easy to procure with friends.
Good. You will be instructed to put them into the offering bowl. These metals, these gases, these seemingly innocuous chemicals that this elemental had want for. And then you bring out your vial. This, in theory, is what you will need to use the spell Summon Elemental. And it will indeed ask for this as well, so that it can deposit its own air, rocks, ash, and water inside. That way you can summon any kind of elemental from it specifically.
I catch your name. What would you like to call? What would you like me to call you?
It does not have a concept of what a name is.
Randy.
Like, when you are using tongues, instead of saying name in primordial, you just say in common name. Having, like, an identity is not a concept to these kinds of entities. You can basically call it whatever you want. Additionally, with this, it asks for something, Antoine. Yes, the 25 gold pieces were cool and all. These chemicals, the sulfur, the iron shards, all sorts of things are nice and neat. I guess I wouldn't need iron.
Put a tollspuck in the offering bowl.
Yeah.
I know what you want.
Currency. Additionally, what it wants is to see the world as a mortal does.
I break into song. I can show you the world. No, I agree. I say it's about time you've seen it's past this settlement.
Okay. As you agree, without any, signing of paper or asking if you're sure or not, just taking your word as it is, you begin to feel grains of sand in your I guess it doesn't matter, but we're gonna roll it. Evens will be your left, odds will be your right. That is an 18. In your left eye, you begin to feel sand particles in your tear duct. And as you begin to wipe, not feeling pain, you will just find more and more, and then your vision will just go painlessly out of your left eye. And as you blink and cry out sand that just begins to stream out of it, you will find and feel something hard and rocky in your left eye socket. This doesn't truly affect your sight. You still have a right eye. If you were ever blinded, it might. So, keep one eye open.
So, what do Alden and I see as he turns to us?
He turns to you, and you see in his left eye a clay orb, I suppose. There's a little bit of dirt and sand that just go over his beneath his eyebrow, but over his cheekbone or cheek angle here. He's just a little bit more granular, I suppose. A little bit more grainy.
Looking more like Nekri's skull every day, Antoine. One day.
What did it have to say?
It accepted me. We are about to do great things.
I'm glad to hear it. I feel like this was a real defining moment. I can sense greatness in you, Antoine.
I can too.
I suppose with that, you all can hop back on Vizinov's betrayal and fly away. You are not psychically connected to this elemental. It won't talk to you outside the shrine. It has a physical location, but you can now summon an elemental. They come in 4 types: earth, fire, wind, and water. This one particularly seems to be of the earthly persuasion. Maybe its affinity is more towards that right now, but that can always change. It cares not what kind you summon. If you need a water elemental, it can definitely get you that. John's not restricting any bit of the spell, for you have earned it.
Can I speak to it? Will it listen?
It can't hear you, but the elemental you summon can. Potentially, it can convey messages. Sending will not work on this elemental, for it does not. It's a part of the world, right? You can't cast sending onto a chair, but you can speak with the thing you summon, and then once it dissolves, it could, in theory, return to the earth, as it were, and convey a message.
I suppose it can see through that eye it gave you?
This as well.
We can see through the eye. Yes. Have you ever spoke to your god? What god do you follow? None, I suppose.
My power, some believe that my powers might be derived from the powers of gods, but there's nothing left of them here, I studied I haven't, out of character, I haven't really figured out all the details of what cult I was a part of.
Maybe one day you will.
I don't know. It seems maybe the gods don't want to be brought into this world.
Ha!
Maybe.
The horse exclaims loudly.
You know of the gods?
I point in the general direction of Destry. I'm like, their avatars are just showing up willy-nilly. We've met multiple scions. I mean, of course they want to come back here.
Well, didn't we just learn that one of the scions fought to keep their god from the world?
Yeah, but that's them, not the god.
Well, I don't know. We'll have to learn more about them. They seem
Bunch of
inscrutable.
Okay. You all return to Tulst and immediately are summoned into the snack room as information has come forward. For those keeping track of their calendar, it is now September. Specifically the 6th of September. Or the 2nd, excuse me, not the 6th. It was 26 when you guys left. It's fine. It's fine, John. It's a beautiful day. You're summoned to the snack room. Furniture has shifted and moved just a little bit. The tables still there. The fruit still there. 3 tables no longer, though. 1 has been removed. It is now 2 only. The tyrant is there. He looks upon you. As well as an Ozark simulacrum that is clearly prime Ozark. The most business-oriented and the one who does not magic missile people in the back. They greet you. They say hello. We've been...
Yeah. Wave wearily.
A busy
Shudder a bit.
half month we've all had. The tyrant thinks for a moment. And then... we think we found the location. We think. We've been scrying non-stop based on what Maelstrom, well, Prince Maelstrom has told of us. We have found a culvert, I suppose, a gulch is the real term, within the Ulithian mountain range, where there is a structure. It is not pristine by any sense of a word. It's mostly ruined. Not a superstructure either. Just we think, a kind of keep or castle. It's funny looking, like, maybe it was the scrying, but there was a lot of arcane energies sort of going in and going out. It's roughly 3,000 miles away. Off all maps, all known maps. An airship can only go so far. In theory, we can do a tug and pull thing to get you guys close. But that's risking a lot of material. So what we've done, he says, looking at Antoine. We have given Tristan a way to earn our forgiveness. And he will take you there. Or close to there. And also give you a way out. He says he is done fucking around with crazy rituals, but I will let him explain that. I'm not going to bring him in this room immediately until I know we're okay with this, or if you do not wish to work with Tristan anymore, which I know one or two of you might be adverse to after his betrayal and the trouble he's caused over and over again. In which case, we will send another team to do this.
How do you feel about it?
Working with Trista?
Yeah.
You know, he's always been after my life, so I wasn't surprised when he did this. But it's getting rather tiresome now. And I'd rather narrow down the list of enemies that I still have to deal with, rather than keep this dumb fuck beside me all the time. So this is kind of his last chance to do something right by me and his nieces.
You think he'll be able to resist taking the item? If we find it and try to move our way back with him?
He should. I told him not to go into the actual ruin, but...
Okay.
I mean,
You know,
the only
if he
reason he got
betrays you.
greedy before was because he found what he's been looking for to help his niece.
That's fair.
Okay. He looks to Temer. Or to Antwal, excuse me. John looks to actual Temer. Do you have anything to say about working with Tristan again?
Everything I know, everything I work with people. You don't have to like the people you work with. You don't. But I trust nothing of this man.
Okay. I can work with that.
Okay, just bring him in.
Yeah. He calls for Ozark to open the door. And Ozark will walk past you guys to the double doors you entered and more or less reveal Tristan, who is the comical, like, cup, and like, on the door itself, listening in. He'll
This guy's,
stumble
like,
a little bit, and then, like...
the most famous hunter, right?
Oh, yeah. Definitely. One of, like, top 3.
Yeah, Teratai is very excited by this.
Yeah. Let me go ahead and change the music to a bit something more lighthearted. Here we go. Yeah, now it's more casual as Tristan walks in, Gucci'd up with all of his magical items, does a little, straightens his jacket out. You're like, hey everybody, how's it going? It's your boy, Tristan Darter.
Hey, Tristan.
Hello again.
He snaps some finger guns to anyone who greets him as he slowly makes his way towards the tyrant. They don't look at each other, truly, during this engagement, or event, we'll call it. And Tristan speaks, so, I hear you guys need to go to a certain ruin, all the way up there in them hills. The mountain range. Yeah. Yep. Okay. Well.
Yes.
So my teleport's a little wonky, in case none of you noticed. It's not a spell. But hopefully we'll get enough details to know where exactly we want to go. So I'm going to work on that. Well, I've been working on that, to be honest. But I do have some restrictions, just due to the fact that it's an item and not a spell. This mostly goes to our vampire friend, who just put in a bunch of money for a special cart. I can only transport medium creatures. Anything on you is fine. But, like, I can't teleport a house or a car.
We can get another trash can.
Well, I don't know if the trash can would work. Well, I mean, as long as we teleport at night, it should be fine. I could, like, dig a hole for myself during the day.
Okay. How averse to you guys is mountain climbing?
Oh, that sounds easy.
Yeah, it's not bad.
He looks at
I
the
can
horse.
fly for short periods of time.
Can
Okay.
fly for longer.
Well, we're going straight into a mountain range, and I can be off by like 200 to 300 miles if I roll poorly. So be aware
We should
that
probably
may have
gear
some-
up, right?
Yeah, get some climbing kits. I don't need them. I ignore difficult terrain.
I can just walk up walls.
Okay.
Not for hundreds of miles, though.
Shh. I put my finger to Thatch's lips. Shh.
He wants to look cool in front of his senpai. Okay, well then. Gear up. I don't know when you guys are ready, but I can go basically whenever. Then I'm gonna roll some dice, he says, breaking the fourth wall a little bit.
Well, we should get climbing gear. Make sure we're outfitted with enough for everybody.
Antoine.
Yes.
No, I just saw you appear on the map.
Oh,
Shit.
yeah, I accidentally dragged it instead of clicking
Oof.
my...
It happens to the best of us.
There we go.
Okay. Go get climber's kits, he tells you. I will meet you outside the keep, the platform. We'll teleport there. Sound good?
Yep.
Okay.
All right, so we would go procure climbers kits and probably rations for how many days, guys? You think?
Well, I'm
Alright.
eating for 2 now.
You're pregnant. No.
Yes.
Oh, congratulations.
We thought the homunculus couldn't do it, but he did it.
Oh, shit.
That stag lord was a real buck.
What? When did you have? Oh, right. You did vanish for hours at a time with them. I see. Okay,
Nice.
cool.
Hours.
Hours.
Speaking of hours, well, they get their climbing gear. I'm gonna weapon bond things.
Weapon bond. Oh, you're an Eldritch Knight now.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, what do you want to weapon bond?
Well, first I'm gonna be like, hey Thatch, can I see the flail for like 2 hours?
Here, buddy. Here you go.
Thank you. And then I'm gonna spend an hour on the pike, and I'm gonna spend an hour on the flail.
Can you link your weapon bonding stuff?
Mm-hmm. I can have 2 at a time.
Nice. Perfect.
Hey, well, Thatch loves the memes. I will remind you that is literally my only weapon.
Oh, I know. I'm
Okay.
not gonna take it.
Oh yeah, we're good.
But it will never be able to be used on you now, which is pretty neat.
Fine with me. It was part of our deal when he gave it to me. Although he probably doesn't remember
Wait,
that.
it can't be used on me?
Well, if I'm choking you with it, you can always call it to your hand.
Oh, yeah.
So,
Yeah. Okay. You spend bonding time with Thatch's weapons.
Yeah, I make small talk with the weapons. I actually like physically talk to them. And even if they don't respond, I just, yeah, uh-huh. Oh yeah,
Okay.
I carry on the conversation.
Yeah. you all can add climber's kits to your sheets if you want them. I don't think Severn needs one since he walks up walls. The
Can
horse...
I even use one?
No, the horse can't use one. You guys will have to literally, like, pull him up if he gets stuck somewhere. Or he'll have to use
He can
spider
reduce
climb.
himself. We can carry him as well.
For a
Right?
minute? How fast do you think you can go in a minute?
You just need
Up
to...
a
I can go
cliff.
pretty fast.
Terrence can fly for a minute and move, like, you know,
Not true.
1,000 feet. So...
I think the bigger problem is that if we reduce what happens to our equipment, right?
So what... Anything else you guys need?
Point of order on my winged boots. When does it recharge?
Never.
Did I not have that down?
Nope.
Every
told
time
me
it hits
it
the
knocked
full moon, I believe. Did I say long rest? I'm checking my notes
It
right
might
now.
have been. I'll take a look. That's a pretty good note, Friday.
I grab a few more arrows, John. Let's see.
We're gonna say a day. So every short rest, basically.
Yeah, you didn't give me any stipulation.
Yeah,
for it,
neither
so-
did I realized that. I looked at my own notes for it as well.
Okay, how much does a day's worth of water weigh? Is it 8?
It's 8 pounds per water thing. Tristan will tell you that mountains usually have pools of water, just due to rainfall or snowmelt. He is an expert survivalist. He has literally walked through these mountains before he was even able to teleport through them, for months at a time. And you know, it's not like they carried 8 million pounds of water on their backs.
Right. Redacted, do you have food for yourself? And Terry?
I put in chat what I have.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, I just need to fucking... I'm gonna get myself 10 days rations.
Okay.
I'm 100% going to be encumbered then. I think all of us probably are.
It happens.
As far as
I am
movement.
encumbered, yeah.
I think that might be okay as long as we don't fight. Right?
Yeah, we can drop dibs in combat, right? What about
it's
the mobile
most...
field bow?
That is
Yeah, I
part
can
of
bring-
your dibs. That can be, like, hooked into the
Oh.
bag. Yeah.
Sweet. Then yeah.
John, I'm afraid to touch my character sheet.
Then don't. Just
Understood.
mess with your D&D Beyond sheet. You all will gather up in front of the Tyrant's Court itself. The big lava moat behind you, the drawbridge that's seemingly constantly melting with iron. And there's Tristan. Not dressed heavily. He's got a backpack on him. Well, really like this satchel bag. Jacketed up. He's got a little hat on with little flappy ear things that can go up and down, kind of like one of those weird Russian winter hats. He's
Is it gonna
got...
be cold?
Yeah, we're going into the mountains.
Shit.
It's altitude, not, you know, winter. It is fall now.
Everybody
It
bring
is like
their coats.
actually fall.
I run back to my room and get my winter barding.
Okay, cool. Oh man, Millman's actually listening to chat for once. You beautiful man. You all circle together, link hands as usual, close your eyes, and John's gonna roll a dice. And when we come back from our short little break, we're gonna find out where we landed. So, everyone, we'll be right back. Millman, it's good to see you, bud. Hello, everybody. We're back. I hope we all had a lovely break as we close our eyes with the characters. We open them to find out where we landed. Okay. You all reopen your eyes. You find yourselves being gusted with air high upon a mountain's peak. There's just barely enough room for many of you to stand. Antoine has to be pulled back from the ledge by the group as you all restabilize yourselves and center. You're very glad you did not bring your coffin immediately, Sever, as it would have just gone careening off the mountain even if this was the regular teleport. It is nighttime. It is dark right now because that is when you guys teleported out. You look at the amazing skyline above you. John will roll for clouds. See how cloudy it is. Not very cloudy. You look at the magnificent stars. It is just, as far as the eye can see, just beautiful lights in the night sky. It's very scenic here as you look around the starlight and full moon that spectates you all shine upon an endless mountain range. You don't know what direction you're immediately facing, but soon, with your survivalist Sever, as well as Tristan, you will find out you all are south, or you are facing south currently. And by that logic, Tristan says, okay, we are north of it currently. And he, tightens his jacket just a little bit to keep the fall wind out. It is rather chilly, and you all have to descend. He doesn't know how far exactly you all are out, but he estimates you're roughly 100 to 200 miles away from your objective. Through mountains, it's probably the next peak over, which is going to be quite a bit of distance. So, who is our slowest party member in difficult terrain? Because that's basically what John's going to have to calculate for.
I assume me.
I assume you as well, but...
I mean, because he only can, I mean, I guess I'd be moving at 15 in difficult terrain, right?
Okay. Yes. So 15, basically moving half distance. This world map is no longer useful to us, but I don't have any other map as well.
If the party wants to move during the day, if it's warmer for them, Sever has the 40 movement, and he can't be impaired by difficult terrain because he's a ranger. But this one here. So I could scout ahead and make sure the path is clear, or return to them during the night.
You can literally just pull Thatch to you, and you could stay where you are and have us move toward you.
Exactly.
Or you could chase them, so it doesn't truly matter.
Either or.
With Sever saying that he can split up from the party, Tristan will warn you that spirit beasts are within this area. They're everywhere in the Ulithian mountain range, kind of trapped, scattered around, and some of them are dangerous, that not even he wants to fight alone, and warns you to be very careful.
I nod and say, I've got my full spells. If I get into a bad situation, I'll be able to get away, at least once. And if it happens, then I'll stay with the group.
Okay. So, Then you journey, and John will roll many encounter dice.
Many.
Yes. How smart of us to bring all these magic items into a land of creatures and hunt them.
Yeah.
How else are we going to kill them if we don't have magic items?
We were going to have them anyway. Yep.
Andrew smiles.
That's the only time he will ever smile again. Okay, so
donkey kick ready.
We move at Around 15 miles a day. Oh, no. John doesn't know how to do math. Divided by... Alright, we're looking at a 10 to 11 day hike that you guys are going to be on.
It's not too bad. Oh.
It's not. Many survival roles Tristan is going to have to do as well to make sure that you guys don't fucking die of dehydration or food. You guys have climber's kits, so we're gonna ignore any, like, mountainous travel. Where are my character sheets? Hunters. No, not allies. Unique characters.
Tristan's not an ally.
No.
Not yet, if ever.
Alright, he has plus 12 to survival. It should be fine. Okay.
We've said that before.
Yeah, I know. Alrighty. First set. Nothing. That's our animals. Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck.
Sleechy Dan himself.
John.
Okay. We are not wanting to fight anything here in the mountains, right? Or I would need to know, like, what's the plan here? When you guys are encountering a spirit beast, are we engaging it? Or are we running away? Or hiding?
Fighting the spirit beast should be really easy, considering we have Tristan here. As a team, we can bring one down in like 2 turns. So.
That's depending on if it's the one that Tristan's scared of.
If it's the one that Tristan's scared of, we should maybe run away. But we've got a limited amount of time, right?
Yeah.
Theoretically.
Okay, Tristan is going to be using spells to either fight or help you guys keep going. Are we fighting monsters when they get within range, or are we avoiding them?
Votes for a fight.
I think we should avoid them.
I think we should do our best to avoid what we're... Yeah, because
Rude, you're not even there, man. You're just... You're following during the night, so if they run into things... We're just like, we should fight him! We should fucking fight him!
Tornado all over again.
We should conserve our strength for whatever we find at this location.
Okay.
We should avoid whatever we can avoid. If we can't avoid it, then we should beat it head on.
Yeah.
Okay. Give me 1 second here. Just, alrighty. So, on the 3rd day, Tristan is going to notice some things. Spirit beast signs of a monster he does not want to deal with you for, I suppose. He will more or less say, alright, we're gonna have to make a big-ass detour here before it detects us. Which it totally would have if he had failed that perception roll. And then, you know, we'd get into it later. More or less, another day is going to go by of travel. Bumping our 11-day hike into a 12-day hike on the 3rd day. On the 4th day, John drops his D10, and we'll just go find another one.
But it was good.
It was good?
How are we, like, handling food here? Because 12 days is more than the rations I have.
Indeed. Tristan does have the ability to hand wave most survival checks due to being a hunter. So he's just going to start rolling them whenever you guys run out. Which will probably be soon.
Mm-hmm.
How many days of food did you bring?
I have 2 days left, personally.
What day are we on?
We're on day
3.
4 right now.
Go forward.
I have 1 ration left.
And I have 1 also.
5 rations left.
I have 3 on my character sheet for whoever needs it.
Okay. Well, that's an extra day, though. So on day 6, we'll be concerned. Antwal, what about you?
0.
You're already out?
Yeah.
All
Didn't
right.
come with any.
Easy pass for food that day. No big deal. You may want to start saving, just so you can let Tristan forage. Alright, that is wild animals. I think just due to the fact that you have an experienced hunter who, although personally is a bitch to deal with just as a human being, he is a quite competent hunter. This is his job. He's been doing it since he was more or less 12, just surviving on his own. And I suppose that does bring a strange dynamic to your group of like, hey, you know, this every time we deal with this fuckwit, he's getting us into trouble, just in societies. Like, it happened in the Forge of Alvin for at least 2 of you. And it's been going, then he vanished for a little while. And then he showed up again and then caused more havoc. What's the feelings of, like, camp as we continue to let John roll dice in the background?
I don't dislike Tristan. He was just doing what he felt like he had to do for his family.
Mm-hmm. If Sath was able to deal with him and interact with him, even if it caused him concern for his own daughter, then Thatch would be okay with it. He's a big fan of Sath.
Teratai is just, like, pumping him up, being like, wow, you're doing so great. You're guiding us through perfectly, avoiding the spirit beasts, finding us food.
Oh man, he's
You're
gonna
the
lap
greatest
that
guide
up.
in the world.
12. Wow, okay. No cool discoveries at all. Wow.
Oh,
I only had 1 plus 90 here. What about Antoine? As he continues to, like, bring back dead animals for you guys to consume, and then just kind of leave, hiking, sweating together, helping you over hills and mountain ranges. What's Antoine's feelings?
Antoine, ever since he came back from visiting the Earth Elemental, and he was blessed with being conjoined with it, become very, very aloof. Like everything else had the volume turned down. He is slightly, like, nothing really bothers him or concerns him. Nothing really is important this time, at this moment.
Damn. Antoine is on Prozac.
Yeah. Something like this, you know. He feels nothing to this hunter. He doesn't get angry at him. He's thinking of his life, of his future, not necessarily of events that happened that he had to fix or anything like that. None of that before. That's kind of...
You're apathetic, you might say?
Yeah, if even that's too strong. Like, he fulfilled one of his greatest dreams. Like, everything else is just not important. He isn't thinking how it affected him or how his other teammates are, you know, going through right now. He's just kind of aloof.
Okay.
Kind of an aura around him of, you know, how to describe it. Distance.
like that. An aura of distance.
I think, you know, seeing him just sort of, like, branched off into his own little world, Teratai would come up to him and just, like, try to talk to him and be like, think, you're showing this elemental the world. You're gonna take him on this glorious quest to get a legendary item. He's gonna learn all about distant lands far to the north.
We are going these places. Yes, you're right.
It's incredible.
It is something that I've always never really thought about. And it's something that's been very gifted toward me. His presence.
I wonder if anyone in the history of the world has ever had such a link.
I'm sure they did. I'm sure others were chosen too.
I've heard of the druids who could speak with them, but this is something else.
Not only speak, kill them. And it's the first time he like
Yes.
the first time he gets kind of like grits his teeth a bit, a little angry, a little unnerved. Yes, druids have been known to speak with the elementals and harm them. Not only druids, other people. And he thinks back, of course, to the events, to his own island, and...
Yeah.
And then he brings up Randy.
And, alright, wow. These dice are not that great. Sever, you on your own will also run into more spirit beasts, but you have the necessary tools to ignore them. They aren't the big bad ones. There's basically just like major destro bears is what some people refer them as. They're bears with like breath weapons.
Okay.
That just are sponges of hit points and crazy shit. But you don't care. You're like, alright, whatever. I'll outrun you. Which you can, because spirit beasts, although beasts do deal with difficult terrain. And eventually, if you find, like, a cliff face and you can vertically just walk up it, there's not much that fucking spirit beast is going to be able to do. Okay. Notoriously, these things do not fly.
Yeah.
So.
Okay, cool.
Unless, yeah. What's
the
up?
monkey ones, sorry.
Yeah, the monkey ones can do some crazy shit. But.
Big gorilla.
That big gorilla. He'll yeet you across the sky. Eventually, after about 12 to 13 days of travel, you will make it all the way here, just shooting through the calendar. As John... I hope this pen works. Nope. Okay. There's my pen. This is the pen I actually like. There we go. You're missing out on so much fucking news, guys. Oh, man. Okay. You all will arrive on a peak that overlooks this strange gorge, as if you are looking at a cube of rock that has been, like, carved out with a hand. This, like, massive culvert. Culvert? Divot? Strange thing. It's like a sheer drop. It is very odd looking. It doesn't truly match with the surrounding rocks either. So like this big ass like spike mountain range is just surrounding this like cube of rock that it's very weird just to look at. Aesthetically, it's almost as if somebody has dropped this bit of terrain here. Or the mountains just can't...
Grew around it?
Yeah. Maybe. Maybe the mountains grew around it. Tristan will point out how weird this is. Like, he's never seen something like this before. Even though he's been here the most in these mountain ranges. You guys are pretty off mark from, like, the path he took to go further and further north. But as you wait for Sever, your last day of travel, more or less complete as you see this, what are some thoughts? Are we just gonna YOLO into it, or get like, what's the deal? What do you guys want to do?
We got Tristan. I say YOLO. I'm sorry. Sever's very for throwing caution to the wind.
Well, Tristan was instructed not to go in with us, so.
Mhm.
Yep.
We can guard our exit. Ergo, we should be reckless now so we can run away.
Not all of us are made of rock.
That's true. Man. Well, what are the other options? We could walk up to it slowly and hope no one sees us.
Sure, we could have someone scout ahead, try to see what's going on. Say it's in this gorge with very steep walls. Is that right?
Yes.
So we need to get down there. How deep is it?
You need to go and look at it truly.
Mm. If we get close enough, we can get someone invisible with flying and looks at Taratai and Antoine, and maybe they can scope it out before they come back to us.
I mean, I clank around a lot. I could, but
Do we see this keep in the gorge? Or do we just see the gorge?
You see the gorge.
Well, I have no problem with throwing caution to the wind and just going down there. Tristan's going in with us. He's only not going into the keep.
all right.
I don't fancy climbing back out of the gorge. I think we go with Tristan into the gorge, accomplish our mission, and then let him port us out from there.
I waggle finger and ready feather fall.
Okay.
I agree. I think we should go in. I don't think it'll be a problem if we're together. But someone scouts in. Someone goes in by themselves and scouts it out. What do they do if there is a problem? I mean, we're all going in anyways, right?
So instead of being stealthy, just approach as a group, meet threats head on.
Yeah, I
That's what
mean,
I say.
Okay, I'm down with that.
yes. Sever pumps his fist. Like, yes.
He fist bumps himself.
This is really excited.
Excuse me.
Yeah, John, we're just gonna walk right up to it.
Okay. So you all know how John likes doing things. You're gonna see something way closer than you'll ever be able to truly interact with it. So this was like the day before you actually get there when we're having this conversation. So on the 15th, you'll actually make it to the gorge. On the 14th, you'll have that little convo. And I suppose it's night when you guys get to the precipice. You have to climb a rather steep mountainside to, like, truly get to this almost even, not brickwork, but just stone. There's nothing growing on it. It's just devoid of life. And as you, like, get towards the edge and look down, you see a maybe 400 feet down, just a misty landscape. You can't, it's nighttime, so you really can't make any details out. One of you is going to have to, like, go down in there or wait till day.
If it's a gorge, I can cling to the wall and climb down to check first. How close to day is it?
You know.
If it's like, if it's like 4 o'clock and the sun comes up at 6, maybe I would suggest someone else do it. But if it's like
around midnight, we're gonna say.
Yeah, Sever's like, if you want, I can go check it out first. See if there's a landing place, maybe.
Sure.
Okay.
While everybody rests for the night, you will go down and descend Sever. And that is the last... No.
Again.
Disappears into the mist.
Uh-huh.
Sever, you descend down this gorge around 400 feet, where mist begins to surround you. You have your predator vision. You can see through most sources of heat, but for right now, it's basically just a field of blue around you, meaning you need to turn off your predator vision and use your actual eyes for once.
I will do that. I'm like, okay, disconcerting. And I will keep going down despite the mist and clear signs I should turn around.
Yeah. Do you have a light source?
Oh shoot! I think I got rid of my light sources since I. You're right. I wouldn't be able to see. Give me one moment.
Quick,
I
someone
have
cast
no.
light on a pebble.
Yeah, I have no light sources, so I'd have to return to the group.
Alright.
Yeah.
All right.
I'd be like, this is kind of embarrassing.
There you go. There you go.
Thank you. I appreciate
A
that.
rock. I cast light on a rock. Put it in your pocket. If
I
you
put it in my pocket until I need it. Thank you, Asha.
1 pound
That's
rock.
very helpful. Oh, this is 1 hour. Okay, that's fine. Still, it's 1 hour. I descend for the length of 1 hour.
do you want your night vision goggles instead? I can give you that.
That would probably be better.
Yeah, would you like
let me
NVGs?
try that. Let me try
There
that.
you go.
Sorry.
There you go.
Oh, whoa! This is. Oh man, I'm like fucking with my night vision while the binoculars are on.
Yeah.
Here, now pull out the rock and look at that
Oh.
directly.
Ooh.
Dever
Okay,
spends 10 minutes just crying.
Kill. I killed the rock light.
Sever, you descend into the pit with somebody's goggles, I suppose redacted's, as...
No, I have one. That's
Oh,
okay.
Antoine
You can have mine.
instead. My bad.
You can have mine.
You fall down into this misty gulch. Rock surrounds you for a little while as you begin heading in to the mist.
I resist the urge to call out if anyone's there because I don't want anyone to be here, and that would be bad if there was.
Why don't you give me a stealth check, then, as you
Sure.
begin to sneak.
Any friends here?
16. Can I also sort of like make not drag my feet exactly, but every so often I'll make like a big scuff mark on the floor, unless it's rock. If it's all rock, then nothing I can do about it.
You have Thatch. No worries.
No, Thatch is not with me.
I mean, I should say he'll pull you.
Oh, I have Thatch. Like I can pull him. Yeah.
You can always anchor yourself to Thatch.
Okay. Cool.
He's your rock, if you will.
Alright. Then I head forward.
You head forward, and despite the top half of this strange area, this gulch being complete stone, down here, it's not. It is like a terrarium in a way, where there's grass and misshapen, it's uneven, it's just natural terrain that you begin to walk into. You feel it on your feet, or on your shoes, or pants leg, brushing against stuff. As you walk, you see a tree that sort of appears within the mist. And you go and go and go. You find more of these, like... You're basically walking through a forest here in this gulch. Ignoring brush as well. You don't find any, like, true impediments towards your goal. This seems to be like a ruined forest, as if somebody works this area. You keep traveling by, and I need you to give me a perception check as you truly walk deeper and deeper in.
15.
15. What do you see on a 15? John pulls up his notes, which he should have done in the first place, but you know me. You know me. Sever, something's weird about this woods. Obviously. I mean, it's in a weird fucking gulch. But also, like... You see, like, forest and trees that animals should be living in. And there are none. There's no squirrels, no tree rats, no birds. Nothing is here. Not even a bug.
Yeah.
Not even a bug.
There are no bugs here. This is an artificial forest. Can I like take like a branch of one of these leaves, one of these brushes, and snap it in half?
Yeah.
Just like, and when I do that, I want to like kind of crush it between my
Wait.
fingers. Like,
hang on.
What?
You can pick up like a fallen branch and see the inside of it.
Yeah, I'm like trying to crush the leaves between my fingers. Like, is it like deteriorating like actual leaves, or is it like a different substance?
It feels like a leaf, but when you try to destroy it, you find you cannot.
What the?
And you look up at, like, where this tree branch must have fallen, and with, you know, staring at it long enough, you will find, like, any bit of, like, where a tree branch is just collapsed and then, like, healed over. And you'll, like, climb up to it, and, like, it'll still have, like, the weird texture of, like, the inner wood. But, like, you can't break the tree branch. It bends. It bends a little bit. Kind of like rubber, but it's not breaking. Like, you can't snap it, no matter how much power you put into it.
Okay, that's not good. I'm very, very concerned, and I'm considering turning around. But since I haven't seen anything yet, I think I'll go forward just a little bit further.
Oh, wrong one. Here we go. Yeah. You keep going forward in this weird wood that seems to just not be real. This isn't like a natural forest. There's no...
Yeah, this is definitely not natural. I get that.
It looks natural from a distance, but definitely
It feels
not.
natural, but it's like...
Yeah. As you continue to travel, maybe around 30 minutes to 45 minutes through this forest, you will come to a clearing. The forest will end, and in the mist above you, down below in a valley within this gulch, you see, with your dark vision, I suppose lights right now. Just flickering lights that go on and off, revealing very little to you. I'm not going to ask for another perception check, but you're going to have to get closer to truly see.
Yeah, fuck it. If there are actually lights, I will take off my binoculars and I will walk forward.
Yeah.
And
you will walk for maybe like a quarter of a mile to where these lights are before you'll actually see what is being illuminated. And you find what appears to be like the first of many burned out buildings, as though a great fire has like taken place here a long time ago, like a very, very, very long time. Like, there's no soot, it's just like brickwork that has fallen down. There's no like ash or any lumber, but like there are structures that have fallen. And like either petrified or dematerialized. You just find like foundations of stone houses.
Okay. Can I take one of the stones, like a smaller one, and can I just throw it on the floor, see if it like bounces completely without chipping, or just...
It lands with a dull
bite
thud. You bite the stone. Yeah, it's made of stone, bro.
Alright.
It's hard
But
to... Yeah.
Is it like magically invulnerable like the other, like the trees were? Or...
If you try to break stone with more stone, it's going to be super loud. Is that something you want to do while being stealthy?
I'll, you know what? Yeah, fuck it. I'm not afraid right now. I think I am very confident in my ability to get away from whatever it is. So I will actually try and break
You don't
this.
want to look at what those light sources are first?
Oh, can I do it from here? Or do I need to get even closer?
You still need to get closer. You're like stumbling in the dark. You've got your NVGs on, and this is like the first thing you find on like the fringe. This is the first of who knows how many buildings.
Fuck it, let's go see those lights. Can I pocket this rock at least?
Yeah, totally. It's
All
a
right,
rock.
cool.
Take it.
All right. Neat.
Gonna stop you?
Yeah, it's gonna
I become
stop
encumbered.
you. You all should delete all the rations you have on your sheets, by the way.
Oh,
by now.
that's right. I should.
Done.
Thank you.
Uh,
Right now, I'm no longer encumbered.
Cool. You buy followers Prime. Wow. First time viewer and first time banned. Give me 1 second. See you later, nerd.
Oh my god, Antoine can do pocket sand now.
All hail the pocket sand. You keep pressing forward, Sever, into this weird, burned out town when you first find the light. Sort of obscured between the ruins. These are low-flying, wispy lights that just seem to move without true form. They bundle into balls and then they shoot out once more, kind of like a spring might. They stop, look at, and go over, tracing outlines of buildings. They glow with this intense whitish yellow. And eventually you find one that is just illuminating a fully standing building. Complete with door, complete with window. Shuttered. It is like old timing. It's basically like the exact same architecture that you kind of grew up with in the City of Blinding Lights. Rustic, I suppose.
I'm looking around at all these lights that are moving around, and these, man, if I look at it with predator vision, do I see? Are they alive? Are they like sucking in the heat, or
They're warm.
they're
very warm. Hot even.
Hmm.
They're that bright, like super hot red.
Don't like that.
It's hotter than your mom physically, yeah.
Damn.
She goes, 98 degrees, whatever the warmth of the human body is.
If there is a door that is being illuminated, I want to go see what's in there.
Yeah.
Stealthily, I guess.
When I say illuminated, I mean like in passing. These things are moving constantly. It's not like they're hovering around.
I thought you said there was one that was sort of hovering, and that was illuminating something.
Yeah, for a little while.
Oh, okay, gotcha. And then it kept moving. Okay. I think in that case, if it's not showing me a place to go, then I will return to the group from here. 30 minutes out is not bad. Now this is another question. Is it so misty that the mist is like it obscures light as well, right?
Yeah.
Like I'm asking it. We'll find out later, I guess. But if during the day, does the sun pierce the mist? We'll find out when I go back to the camp. You
go back to camp. Everyone is sleeping except for Tristan, who had the short string. What's up?
There's one thing I wanted to do. There was a branch on the floor that I couldn't break. I want to take that as well.
Yeah. You take the branch. You take a branch. You can't find one branch, but you head back up. You walk up the mountain. You have rock in one hand, branch in the other. You can't wait to tell everyone. You cusp the gulch, and then you find in your hands dust. Like, you look at the rock and where the branch should be, and they've immediately disintegrated into basically nothing.
Okay. Well, there goes magic plant and magic rock plan. I walk back with the dust anyway. I put dust in my pocket. I walk back to the camp. I will wait until it's closer to dawn, and I will try and make a small little place for me to sleep in case I need to. And then once it's closer to dawn, like 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock, I'll wake up the rest of the team.
Okay. Antwop has the hut as well, so you guys are like warm and safe, and we've been able to hand wave that solely because he has the hut.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hey guys, I found some stuff.
Okay.
You guys get up. Take your time. We got like an hour before it's daylight.
Is it dangerous?
Not as far as I can tell. I did see some weird spirit things, or maybe it's magic. I'm not sure. They looked like firecrackers that were perpetually on, except they were moving around. I was thinking about touching one, but they were very hot, like extremely hot, like hotter than Redacted's mom.
You haven't seen my mom, have you?
I don't know.
Well,
Maybe I have.
everyone's seen your mom. She's so hot.
Bruh. Everybody's seen your mom. I'm sorry.
That's pretty hot.
Yeah.
He's on Wizard's Digest as like the front model.
Transmutation just got sexier.
But yeah, but here's the weird thing. Once you make it past the mist in the gorge, it's like a petrified forest and a petrified village there. The village was destroyed a long time ago, and there's no sign of any people. And the forest is indestructible. I pull out a little bit of ash from my pockets.
It's like he shows an empty hand that's just like coated with ash, but like or dust, not even real ash.
That looks like an indestructible forest.
Yeah, exactly. When I brought it out of the gorge, it turned into dust, and I do just my hand.
So what you're saying is bring the entire place out of the gorge, and we can just be done with this.
Yeah, or maybe with the dispel magic from Antoine. Can you hit that big ass? Sorry. But once we make it past the mist, you have to basically find a way to not get lost because you can barely see 5 feet in front of you, and it'll be slow going in the forest.
Do you think there might be other vampires down there? Like, it has a way of obscuring the sun, right?
This seems different.
Can we stare down at the mist? Is it like just opaque, or?
Well, even the clouds, right? Which aren't fully opaque.
Oh, that's true.
Enough to.
It's possible it is vampires. I guess.
Hey, Sever, was it anything like your mist in the crossroads?
No, not quite like that.
It seemed like natural mist. It wasn't like extraordinarily like Stephen King level. It just seemed to be there constantly, consistently.
It's good series as well.
It was okay.
Did you try snapping the mist in two?
I've never tried to snap mist in two before, so I've didn't try to.
I give him a look.
I look at
what look do you? What do you?
I give Teratai a look of the fuck.
Teratai just starts laughing.
Kristen asks if he is descending with you, or should he let you all do this and wait here?
I didn't make it to the village. I mean, I didn't go inside the village very far, and so maybe he could come with us to the village and not much further.
Does Tristan have one of our communicators, like the radios?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
You would have brought one.
I don't see an issue with him staying here.
Yep, me neither.
Well, how far did we say this was away? Less than 5 miles or whatever our communicators are, right?
Yeah, it was less than 5.
Yep.
Sever took his time.
The gulch is like 400. What you said, 400 feet deep or something like that.
400 feet deep, but goes deeper. It seems to go deeper the more further you go in.
That's still not close to 5 miles, though.
Yeah.
I mean, no matter what, we are going to be able to just send that with Spider Climb and Fly. We just have to make sure we have those 2 spells for going home.
We could just feather fall down and then use the other ones to
Oh.
get back up.
That
Yeah,
holds
sure.
up his climber's kit that he's been using to climb mountains for the past week and a half. Sure,
Yeah,
we can't just climb down.
We could do that too. Yeah.
I offer myself feather fall.
It would be faster to feather fall, but
well, I think we make sure we
I
take the kits with us just in case. But yeah, feather fall is faster.
So
I mentioned that there's no threats as far as I could tell, except for maybe those lights, but they didn't attack him or attack me.
Okay. But remember also, it didn't attack you, but you're also not alive. In a sense.
Fair. No, I'm definitely dead.
Let's be cautious when we go up.
Okay. So now the question is, do you guys want to try and head down there now, or are we gonna give it are you gonna camp down there for the day and I'll come during nighttime?
I think we should all go at once.
I agree.
Okay.
So
Let's get...
we camp during the day and then try to make our trek down when it hits nightfall.
Sounds good.
A massive day of rest is probably good for you guys. Just like how John slept 18 hours, you guys just hiked through a mountain range for almost 2 weeks. So, while you guys, tired, not wanting to push yourselves, you will rest. Tristan will make another survival check. Passing, but barely. Bringing you guys enough food. You'll have to move a little bit for water. So you'll shift camp. Well, no, you can't move when Sever is buried underground.
Well, you can come back to me. It's fine. I'm
Yeah,
buried
that's
underground.
Yeah, he can come back and find us easy.
You guys bury Sever to make sure no light will get in. Sever goes into his stoicism / empty all thought and become one with the rock state.
And during this state, all I do is tunnel. Sorry.
You try to shimmy through the rock, but you don't have a dig speed. You all... I guess we'll just hang out for a day. Is there any last-minute conversations you want to have before we do this?
Is there any idea that we want to approach this town that you said you saw quiet, or are we just going full bore?
I say we knock on the door and be polite. It usually works out better.
Okay.
Well, I don't think we're going to be able to be very stealthy. You haven't been with us long, Terry, but my knees make sounds.
I'm a horse.
And yes.
Terry, you were wondering, throughout your entire mountainous hike for basically 12 days, someone in the distance has been shooting a shotgun. And you were questioning it for a little while, but then it became so regular that you just stopped.
You wonder how no one found you the entire time.
Yeah. Anyway. Yeah, the day will pass, the night will come. Will anything find you, though?
Love. Love will find us.
Love will find us.
70 is not the number we're looking for. There will be spirit beast signs, but nothing seems to go into the gulch. And that's kind of weird, and Tristan will kind of point that out. This whole entire area seems a little bit fucky, because if this is a gulch, and it just goes down, there's just... Either the spirit beasts are all falling in and then climbing out, or there should just be, like, a shit ton of them down there. And the fact that there aren't, that you guys can see anyway, is a little concerning. But nighttime will come. I suppose Tristan will stay up here, or he'll follow you into the forest, but... Yeah, it's fine. He says he may go wander on his own, just to do his own thing for a little while.
Stay within 5 miles.
It is nighttime. You all descend. Are we feather falling in?
Yep.
Yes.
Okay. With Featherfall, you guys will jump down Please subtract a spell slot, Alden.
I already did it.
Oh, perfect. You jump into Featherfall. You fall all the way down. You are now back where Sever basically started. Or did you want to go at it from a different angle? I mean, it's a gulch. In theory, you can walk entirely around this thing.
A semi-known path is probably better.
Agreed.
Okay.
Sounds good.
Currently, you're on its, I think, northern tip here. So you jump down into it, and you're in this misty glade. Those without dark vision, you will need some sort of light. Sever, I suppose, will give Antoine his NVGs back so that he can see.
Yeah.
I need light.
I cast light. I cast
Okay.
light. We all can see now.
Lights are cast.
Because Thatch is sort of my rock, could I have gotten an idea? If I walked in a straight line, I know which direction I went last time.
You just went south, really.
Yeah. Okay. That's fine. We can go south then, right? Without too much trouble.
Yeah. It is very wide already at the beginning, but as you guys keep going in and in, it gets wider and wider. So it seems to, like, you know, you hit, like, a narrow point, and then it, like, expands outward into, like, a teardrop, almost. You descend, going further and further down. Sever, even though is blind right now, he can hold Thatch's hand, and it won't be weird. You know, he is his rock, after all. And you will enter this strange forest, which you find is rather indestructible. You can pick up branches, you can try to bend them. Those with, like, greater strength, such as Paradigm and Thatch and Terry, will, like, you can, like, almost make a full-blown circle with a branch without it snapping. Like, that's how tough these things are.
This would be good for a boat.
Be super useful if we can take it out of here, but we can't.
Yeah, once I made it up the gorge, it turns into ash. So.
You keep passing through this wood. Again, no animals, no weird things. We're not being stealthy or sneaky beaky, right?
No.
I don't think we can be with this group.
Yeah.
Not anymore.
Cool. Cool. John's just gonna roll some dice. No big deal. Wow, you guys are lucky.
50 spirit piece attack.
The casual natural one. No big deal. You all walk through this forest when you come to the scene Sever described last night. There is a misty, burned-out town that is being illuminated by strange lights. They are bright white and yellow.
Are they elementals? I ask him.
Lights?
I mean, these things. Whatever they are.
I don't think they're elementals.
Hey, John. Would I be able to figure out if they're a spell?
Give me an Arcana check.
Yeah.
So a spell is kind of like a program. If you tell a spell to do something, it is going to do that, exactly that, and only that. So fireball will shoot and detonate, right? You point it in a direction, it goes, it explodes. Your light spell will stick to a thing and then just create light. So that spell will move. Well, the spell won't move. The item the spell is on will move, right? These things are doing weird patterns, and they seem to be doing them randomly. And the more you look at them, the more weird it gets. So, like, one will stop, spin around, go back and do, like, a weird pirouette. Another will just shoot straight forward, expand, keep going to the sky, and do, like, a weird twist back down. And they keep doing these weird light things, as though they're moving intelligently, which a spell cannot do.
God, maybe they are elementals.
So the fact that you failed your check is also, like, maybe it's a super complicated spell, where it's like, do a bunch of set programs and different patterns based on, like, airflow, maybe. But It would be
No, I'm
like
just gonna
the
tell
most.
everyone they're sentient.
Yeah, it's some complicated shit if it was magic.
Okay.
Are there an innumerable amount of lights? Can we get a count?
You lose track around like 10 because they go through and then like vanish. They're obscured by mist and distance. Yeah, there's a
That
lot.
makes sense.
They're either a lot or they're a lot, just a few fast-moving ones.
Probably a long shot. I don't suppose I've heard about any of this in like history or, any of my weird cult stuff.
Give me a cult
Yeah, actually-
stuff check. What's up, Sever?
Tristan didn't say anything about the lights either, right? When I described them.
Tristan's looking at them and are wondering if they're ghosts because he's heard of will-o-wisps and he knows will-o-wisps are real, like these trickster lights that like show up, and you've seen fey lights which like glow and dimly go in and out. You don't know anything, Terry. You were part of like the Church of Illumination. You'd think that like a dancing light thing would be like a real thing they'd talk about if it was them. You don't detect cult fuckery here. You guys are standing on the exit of the forest, a quarter of a mile to the first building where Sever took you to. Do you guys approach? Keep going?
I say we go to the intact house.
Yeah. Let's do it.
We move forward.
You move forward. You get to the burned out structure. You see it's mostly just like stone foundation that is like crumbled, or maybe roof tile that's just like scattered about. You enter the streets, quote unquote. I mean, these things aren't big found. Oh, who'd we lose?
Rude.
Rip. Is he in another chat? Ribbit. Oh no. It says he's on. Yeah, let's go to a break stream real quick. Uh-oh, guys. He dropped out right during the mystery. There we go. Hello, Brood.
That was a minor inconvenience.
You're good, man. It happens. We're not professionals. You all resume. You're in the so-called streets now, where burned-out building is beginning to meet more and more solidified structure. And as you get to that first house you saw, you will see some lights, and the lights will see you. One will dart towards you. It moves quite quickly. These things have like 100-foot movement speed, so you're never going to outrun them. But they don't seem to be doing anything to you. They like come up to you, illuminate your face. Some of you take off your goggles. Well, you don't need goggles right now. You have the light spell going on. So they come up to you. They are distinct from your light spell. So they're not like... They produce light, but not so much as like a torch would. These things seem to be made of light itself.
I reach out to touch it, knowing very well it's very hot.
You reach out, guessing will is too fast for your clumsy hands. You'd have to like truly make an attack roll or something to like get it at. I need a number rather than just like I reach for it. I just
no, that's
swoops
fine.
around your
if it
hand.
just walks away, yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
Cool.
It flashes past you all, does a circle, and then it's going to do a perception check. Or some kind of check.
Well, if it likes vampires, that's a good thing. If it doesn't like vampires, we're going to find out right now.
This thing scrutinizes you all. It flashes past your feet, it goes to your face, it circles around, and it does this to all of you, including Tristan. Wait, no, Tristan stopped at the woods. Tristan is not there, never mind.
Yep.
He is obscured. Yeah, it's fine. It stops at Antoine for a moment and just, like, hovers for, like, maybe half a second. This, like, hummingbird light source. And you're trying to, like, get a good read on... Oh, you just cast tongues immediately?
Hello.
I clicked it.
Hello.
Alright, you begin to cast a spell, and within that 6-second period, it's already gone. Well, not gone. It's now, like, looking at Tarantai and, like, hovering around him for, like, 3 seconds, I suppose. So then tongues goes off, and you say, hello.
Still on? Still on?
Hang on. The spell grants a creature you touch the ability to understand any spoken language it hears. I don't think you would cast this spell. It's not creating a noise.
I don't think wisps can speak.
We don't know if it's a wisp. It might be a fairy.
So, like, this works for Primordial, because Primordial makes nature sounds, which is their language, right? So, like, a rock falling is more or less a word within Primordial. These things aren't making noise. They are pure light. So, I'm gonna say don't use this spell slot, because Antoine would have no reason to, to even cast this. You got a freebie. There you go. You now know they don't speak.
Light.
Okay.
This thing hovers on Tarantai for like 2 to 3 seconds longer than any of you, and then shoots off, ignoring you all completely. It goes back to its strange pattern of investigation.
Well,
yeah.
Nice.
I don't know if they're friendly or not, but they don't seem openly hostile.
Right.
Let's move forward while we can.
Sounds good to me.
Yep.
Can I,
Yeah, what's up?
cast light, turn it off as an action, turn it on as an action? And,
He's trying to Morse code him.
yes. Tap out.
so
You
cool.
can do this. It won't do... It's not communication.
Okay.
One of you will be like, where's Nosferatu turning off the lights? But eventually you'll get to the structure. This inn building, this tavern, which you will soon find has an open door. Stepping in, you can find the trappings of what must be like a actual business. Like there's even like an upstairs section that goes up and leads to like bedrooms and private areas. This structure is not the biggest, not the, it can hold maybe like 4 travelers or parties of travelers in. There's a back room close to the kitchen, which is actually like a residence. But all of the things you'd expect of a business are mostly gone. There's like 1 cook pot and a stove that has no fuel. The cupboards are completely empty and bare. You go down, there's like barrels, but nothing in them.
I feel the barrel and the other materials in the room. Are they the same stretchy plastic type materials, or are they real?
Yeah, they're real. The branches inside were real too, except when you like bent them. So do you want to like attack a barrel and try to smash it to see if they'll just like bounce?
No, maybe I won't grab a barrel, but maybe I'll grab something that I'd be able to bend and flex to see if it's the same type of material.
Yeah, you like go to like a small separating rail. No, you'll go to like the door hinge of like the bar area, and you'll like try to break the door off its hinge or just like push it, and it won't give at all. Like you will pull at it, you'll look for like the screws. You don't see the screws that would hold the metal hinge to the door, but it's still connected to like this small sectioned off area.
I'll inform the rest of the party and be like, this looks like the same as the forest.
Where the fuck are we? What is this mist? It's the mist.
I'm curious as to what kind of magic this is. Can you wizards not determine such a thing?
Ritual cast detect magic.
Okay. You begin to ritually cast detect magic.
I do a horse dance.
While he's doing this,
Clap,
Well,
clap,
he's-
clap.
Thank you.
Sorry, I'm sorry.
It's all good. While he's doing this, I look around for signs of movement or anything here. Like, is there dust on the floor? Are there footprints? Is there anything that's disturbed?
Nope.
Or does it look like it's pristine and hasn't been touched for as long as the burned out buildings?
It's that one.
Hmm.
No check required. There is no sign of life at all. As Alden, you cast detect magic and are... Yes. This is magic.
Yeah.
This is all magic.
Am I just like in a sea? Can I not see past the fog?
You
at
want
this
to
point?
end the spell of how much magic there is. There is no school.
Ah, I cut it. I take it out. Stop it.
Yes. It would be the fundamental of magic. Arcane. Ethereal. Essence.
You say ethereal? Damn it! I don't know things anymore.
You know things. It's fine. You don't know things, actually. It's not fine. That was
This
all
is
research.
literally the one thing I fucking practiced.
Indeed.
Can I?
God damn it! I would know so much.
It's the
Yeah,
gift that keeps on giving. That,
Wait, no, Anchois. I grab Anchois. This is ethereal This is just like arcane base
It's
ethereal magic.
essence. That's what it
It's
is.
just ethereal essence.
Reach back into my teachings, my knowledge,
Can
and
I?
The things
Go ahead,
that Paradigm
What?
told you.
Let Anchois speak.
wondering if I could do a check to source basically where this come from, where have this essence come from, why is it so strong at this place?
You
No-
need not make a check. There's no way Anchois would ever know.
Continue.
This is new. What do you guys do?
I take like a barrel and I take a bite. If there's effort, I can eat it, and I can't eat this. I try and eat the essence of the barrel.
You cannot eat a barrel.
I cannot eat a barrel.
He tries to mark it. He tries to make the barrel his straw.
Turn this into
About
a
damn time
vampire
you got some
barrel.
more followers, buddy.
Has anyone gone to that back room yet?
Not yet.
Yeah.
I'll go to the back room. Is there anything in there?
Not really.
No.
Did we see anything that was disturbed? Like where we outfoxed?
Mm-mm. Everything just looks devoid of life.
Yeah.
Well,
As a reminder, this is not the end of the gulch. This
I was
is...
about to
It's
say,
in circle.
Yeah.
right. I was about to say,
Let's
if we
continue.
can't see anything here, let's
Should
keep
just
moving
move on.
towards the center. Yeah.
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 Because we'll know if we missed it by hitting the other gorge, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
You will find roads as you exit. You are in like a crossroads section within some kind of town or village. More buildings are standing towards the center as well, which is kind of weird, I suppose. Normally, if there was like a great big fire, it'd spread to the center where more buildings are concentrated, you'd expect the fringes to be standing. But the fringes are the ones that are gone.
Maybe the magic is stronger at the center.
Maybe.
Maybe it affected it.
As the town continues to lead you down, following more of these, like, standing but empty structures. John asks how we are on for time. It's about to be 9:30 my time. Do we wish to end here or keep going?
I'm good.
I think Shadow is the one that had time.
Yeah.
Yes.
I don't want to go for too much longer. If we're about to hit a large reveal or a point where we're going to need to do a lot of investigating, this would probably be the point to end it.
We have like 2 more steps to go. So I'm going to push us faster there and describe less of your structures around you. Expecting none of you to investigate them at all. More empty houses, you follow a road and reach a sign where someone can cast Comprehend Languages if somebody has that spell. Pretty sure Antoine does. Yes, thank you, Antoine. Oh no, our boy, Alden.
Oh, there we go.
Redacted the Horse can look at these signposts that do have an ancient common script. Destination points. 1... Fuck. Trying to close this notes. They're on this screen. Okay. You see minor destinations. So 1 is like the quarry. Kind of boringly. Like, okay, what quarry? And then there's another, that one points like all the way to the west. Then there's one, so you're coming from the north, technically. So at the south, there's one that says castle. The west says... So southwest is the quarry. North is where you came from that says the forest. And then the east is the dock.
Well, I think we either go to the castle or the quarry.
Well,
The quarry might have... Go ahead.
We were told that it was a castle or a keep-like structure that had this item. Were we not? That would be the place where we would... We could investigate others, but that's probably where we want to go first.
Okay. And then once we make it to the castle, we can ask Kristen to check out the quarry, maybe?
It's a thought.
So, well, let's head to the castle.
All head to the castle. You will walk for like 2 miles. The village/town will begin to like disperse the further away from this crossroads that you go. They will begin to like deteriorate and crumble until you're once more out in a field and you are looking towards the end of this gulch, where built into like a mountainous rise you will see a keep. This winding road that goes up and up and up and up towards its drawbridge. You will eventually get there as the night presses on, and with the drawbridge currently down and open, allowing anyone to enter this pristine, not broken, not ruined keep, we will end our session there then. Because this is where the investigation will truly begin.
Woo!
All right, everybody, thank you so much for joining us. Sorry about the late start once more, but what can you do when your DM's a piece of shit?
You got... Oh, dude, you're not eligible to kick anyone out of the game anymore.
Oh, fuck. Oh, no. Wow. True and based. I guess we're done playing then, guys. Thank you all so much.
Game's over.
This is the last session on a cliffhanger. Welcome to season 2 of these anime adaptation, which will never get another season. Anything you guys want to say or shout out?
I had a good time. Remember to get enough sleep, guys.
True.
All right.
Yep.
Shadow, will you be here next week, or is this the week?
This is where I am out for a while. I'm gone for the next 2 weeks.
Okay.
So.
No big deal. We'll have Nick stand in for you. Or
Sounds
other
good.
Nick, excuse me.
Sure, go for it.
Okay. With nothing further to add...
You will see me every once in a while on Apollo Nick stream on Wednesday, and I am entered into the Winter League of the Dragon Warrior Randomizer Tournament, so I will be streaming that at some point.
Nice.
But you won't see me here on D&D on Saturday nights until mid-March.
Well,
damn.
We'll miss you. We wish you luck. And, you know, 2 weeks isn't that long. Alright, guys, we're gonna cut it here. Have a wonderful afternoon, evening, or night. And to all my sleepers, don't die in your sleep. Have a good one. Oh, wrong! I hit the wrong button!